All right. Hello, everyone. We are back and welcome to the dark place. Let's continue at the forest. Wake up. All right, let's read the note again. For fresh strikes. Unfortunately, welcome to the dark place. We all go here. Play by the dark place's 6 rules, or fate's worse than death will find you in this nightmare. 3 red blots mark liars. Food means depravity and death. Tellers of time are sped up by. Tellers of time are sped up by. Part of the note has been torn through. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Don't trust the wolf. The train is the only escape. Can't tell what that is. All I have is an empty handgun. Let's go north. To the north, I see a tree with a hole in it. One of the old trees here has a large hole that allows me to see straight through to the other side. So, north, north, and there's a tree. One of the old trees here has a large hole that allows me to see straight through to the other side. Put my arm through the hole. Put my arm through the strange tree, nothing happens. Close my eyes. Every now and then I feel something blowing on my arm. It's warm. Oh no. Pull my arm out of the hole. Pull my arm out, a little disturbed. Let's keep going north. Is it chirping of birds? South I see a tree with a hole in it. North again. The north I see a pleasant stream. Stream flows west, down from the east. Let's go west then. Stream flows south, down from the east. But now it goes down. From the east. Let's go south. Stream flows west. So now it's going west. Down from the north, go west. It flows west again. Go west again. Stream flows south. To the west is a weeping tree. Let's go to the west. A bloody tree. A tree, again, but it's bloody. The tree has blood seeping out of the cracks in its bark. I'm afraid to come near it. Its blood flows into the nearby stream, making the water red. I can fix this, says a voice from inside the tree. You're making the water unclean. Yes, I know. I'm poisoning the water. You should cut me down. I would make a good lodge. That wouldn't fix it. Yes, it would. Doesn't matter anyway. I'm sure there's a way. But there isn't another way. That's why I'm here. Poisoning the water. So what? Why do you care what happens to me? I don't want to burden you. You won't be a burden. That's a lie. No, I'm telling the truth. I can fix this myself. I can fix it. The tree tears its roots out from the ground and then falls into the water. The whole stream turns dark red. Ugh. I'll go east. Down. Getting close westward, down from the north to the west. I see blood flowing into the water. West again. Red stream. The stream flows from the east down to the west. A dead tree is fallen in the stream. Bleeding into the water. Stream flows from the east down to the west. Stream flows from the east down to the west. So, okay, it just keeps going. Oh. To the east I see a pleasant stream. Weird. Kept going, kept going, kept going. Now, just a forest again. And we went north. Now we're gonna go east. To the south, I see a pleasant stream. Go north. Forest. North again. Forest. Good. Forest. Chasm. Okay. Something different. Make sure I get that down. To the north is a great chasm stretching far to the west and east. Let's go west. To the north is a great. Keep going west. Keep going west. Keep going west. To the west, I see stairs leading down into the chasm. Here's a rickety wooden stairway leading down along the rock wall on this side. It leads deep down into the chasm to a bridge and a cave on the opposite side. Across the chasm up north, I see a red brick building. Step onto the stairs. Cautiously step into the wood planks, which are leaning on frail supports nailed into the dirt and stone of the chasm wall. There are no guardrails. Go down the stairs. Take steps down the stairs. The chasm below me is so deep that I could barely see the bottom. The bottom of the chasm is dark, paved with fallen branches. Continue down the stairs. A few steps down, there begins a series of red marks on wooden planks, each in a different position. Avoid the red spots. That's my weight on it though. Plank creaks loudly. Okay, now change my footing. We step on the red spots. Where some marks are red, it holds my weight, so I make my way carefully down the rest of the steps. I get to a series of thin wooden boards which are precariously rest on metal poles that just jut out from the chasm wall. Keep going. Between the metal supports, the wooden boards bend under my weight. Wind begins to flood down into the chasm from the northeast. It comes in gusts of waves. Lean against the wind. Lean an arm on the chasm wall. The wind suddenly stops. Chasm south side. Right here is a large metal door, set a few inches into the rocky chasm wall. Behind me is a single wooden plank leading all the way across to the opposite side of the chasm. Look at the door. The big door has gathered a layer of rust. There's a barred window, but it's too dark to see anything inside. There are 3 marks of dried red paint on the door. Listen. It's too windy in the chasm to hear anything inside. Open the door. I push on the door, but it doesn't budge. Then I noticed something else on the wall of the chasm. Beside the door. Looks like a circular plastic red button. It's covered in some kind of filthy black grime that slowly drips down and strangely smells of lemons. Press the button. Well then. The big metal door slams open outward, pushing me backwards off the ledge. Suddenly, the bottom of the chasm is rising up to meet me. Close my eyes. End. 82. Alright. Well, then, that was a quick one. I guess I shouldn't have listened to it. I mean, the door said, they said that the dots are liars. So, I just wouldn't have thought that the door would have lied to me. I thought it was, like, people are in there that are gonna lie to me. Alright. Well, since it's only been like 11 minutes, let's go again. Get back to the chasm. Look above my head through the trees to see a dark cloud moving quickly towards the northwest. Elsewhere. Like north? Oh, C to make a map. Oh my god. They actually gave me a map. Oh, it like goes opposite of where I want. So where are we at? We're like, okay, so here, forest. North. That is hole in the tree. Hole in tree. And you keep going. Stream. Right. To a tower. With a door. And a big old crack in it. And then to continue is a cornfield. And then if I keep going to the right, then it's a and that's basically all I kind of know of right now. Well, I guess it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. All right, so yeah, let's go north. Put my arm through the hole again. Close my eyes. Keep my eyes shut. Oh. All right, well then. That's where you can die. Makes sense. How do you erase E? Here's south. Here's west. Here's west. Here west again. Need help. Do what? You're bleeding. I wouldn't fix it. Yes, it would. Sure, there's a way. You're right. Why do you care what happens to me? I don't want to burden you. You have to be a burden. Maybe. From now on, the tree for now, the tree stays where it is. Leave the bleeding tree alone. To the east is a stream. Goes down the south and continues on westward. Mouth of the stream. The west is a lake. I see a dock on the north side. There's a small stream that flows into a lake in the east. There's a blood tree. And then I like went a whole bunch south. So like should be like here somewhere. And there is the opening into a lake. It's all screwed up. I don't know. Shit. Fuck it up. There we go. Alright, lake from the east. West is like, I see a dock at the north side. Go to the dock. West is a murky lake. I see a dock at the north side. To the south, the river flows into the lake from the east. See a dock. I see a dock. The murky lake. I see a dock to the west. A dock on this side of it to the west. In the west. A rickety wooden dock running into the center of the murky lake. Oh, it goes to the center of it? Oh shit. There's a tin bucket at the end of the dock. There we go. That works. The west is a small wooden shed. There's a bucket. I can see something shiny inside. It's a key. Holes in the water to the west. Sounds like a baby. That's the I knew it! I knew it. I knew you'd die. Actually, no, I'm gonna draw the hand. Yep. That was terrible. I can't really like do too well with this. You know what? We'll do this. Draw it a bit bigger. Pretty trash, actually. Try one more time. It was looking so well at first. There we go. Alright, one more time. We never made it back to the chasm. I don't know where the chasm is now. I hear something emerging from the water. I look back. It's a decrepit antique diving suit covered in barnacles and rust. It climbs onto the dock and faces towards me, standing to the south. I don't see anyone inside. What are you? Rusty diving suit takes 2 steps down the dock closer to me. Is making weird noises. Pull out my empty pocket pistol. The diving suit doesn't move. Stare at it. Leave. Still standing there to the west is a small wooden shed. The wooden shed, there's a door here. This is south. Open the door. Knock. Listen. Knock. Listen. Open the door. Gigantic machine and cords running all over the floor, and a man. His back is towards me. He notices the light and covers his face. Ah, no, please. Just give me more time. Who are you? Why do you want to know? What? You weren't here to wreck me. Why are you here? Whatever. Please, close the door and lock it. 2 of us are alone in the shed. The man goes back to fumbling with the big machine. It's like a giant black fridge covered in knobs and dials, with big pipes and wheels like a steam engine. There's also an open panel with cords dangling out. It looms over him. What's your name? As if he's already forgot I was there. I'm Win. What are you doing? The machine isn't working. What does the machine do? It keeps me alive. That's what it does. Turns around and looks past me to the door. They'll come take me. They can't find me out. It's useless. Or they'll take me. They can't find out it's useless or they'll take me. Oh. Who are they? Everyone. Where will they take you? They'll take me deep into Dim Loss. Why would they do that? They mean well. They don't want to hurt me, but I know I'll end up in Dim Loss. Win says hopelessly. Every time I stray from the machine, it's like there's nowhere else to go. I can you stay here? He says. Just for a little while longer? Then there's a pounding at the door and Win whimpers. Hold in the back of the shed. Hide in the back of the shed. Hold the door. I hold the door as best I can. It sounds like there's multiple people outside. Watch him. Turns back to the machine as if to return to work, but his hands are down by his sides. As the door keeps rattling, he finally slides down to the floor. It's hopeless. Endless wandering. Endless wandering. No, it's not. Sends me across the room. I land on the floor. Look. A dark, cold mist floods in through the door, filling the shed and making me shiver. Then, just as quickly, the mist fades away. The man is gone. There's no one else here. It's quiet. The fire bursts out of the machine and streaks out through the door like a firework. Bright embers glide down to the floor where it was. Blinding light reflects off the lake and something soars above it. I hear it call like a hawk. It leaves a trail of embers that fizzle out on the water. Then it zooms between the trees on the south side, leaving behind a path of fire which remains. Wait. There's a cabin. And a bird. I don't even know. Go elsewhere. The shed door has been busted off its hinges. The south across the lake, I see a burnt path leading somewhere through the tree line. Go back inside. Machine is gone. Go west. Go west again. What the fuck? South. Go west. Go south. Go west. Telephone line runs along the tall wooden poles to the north and south. Go south. Go south. Go south. Go south. It's an old statue of an old man taken over by moss and vines and dust. So there's telephone lines. I don't know how to draw this. Telephone lines. Ooh, too big. Telephone line. Damn it. Telephone lines. And then I went south some, so there's a statue? A weird ass statue of a guy? Examine the statue. Old man's glasses are awkwardly tiny for his head. I'm not just stone, I move. It's just a few more minutes. That statue doesn't move. It still doesn't move. It's just an old statue made of stone. That's strange. Alright, keep going south. The grass is burnt and singed here in a path leading to the east, where I can see more burnt patches in the far distance. Here is where the bird flew through. Firebird. To the east. The northeast is a murky lake. Oh wait, no, wait. Go back west. The path leading to the east. Oh, not west. That's west. A dirt path. Okay, wait. We go back. We go back. So east. East again. East again. Path leading from the water's edge to the southeast. So you go south. The north is the rocky shore of a lake. I see a dock on the opposite side. And you go east. Course and a path leading to the east. So let's mark this. Burnt, and it goes this way. Oh wait, go back. Leading to the east, okay. Leading to the southeast. Leading to the south. Southeast. To the east. Into the south. Into the east. Into the south. Holy crap. Road. It's a narrow asphalt road leading west. To the east, the roads end abruptly. So, like, I'm like hella fucking down here now. I'm like here somewhere. And it's... I went south, so the road's going east and west. Yeah. And go there first, though. Numerous molehill. Molehills here. A dirt path leads to the east. Wait, what? Maybe? The dagger. Alright, well, I lost the fire. So let's go west then. It splits into the west, east, and south. Wait, wrong way. Oh. Fuck. West, east, and south. West, east, and south. So this is like... So it's like this. Continue going west. Tall, narrow building with many windows. A narrow asphalt road leads into the tiny parking lot from trees to the east. Now... there is a tall-ass building. With a whole bunch of windows. To the west is a tall, narrow building with many windows. A narrow asphalt road leads to its tiny parking lot to the trees to the east. So let's keep going. Tall building looks like an office building, maybe 12 stories high, made of sleek gray panel walls. Ahead is a revolving door. Look closer. Strangely, only some floors have windows. I noticed the outline of what might be a door up on the wall of the first floor, painted the same gray as the rest of the wall. Hold up. So like here, there is a window here, of course, but then it's a door, just chilling. One side. Enter through the revolving door in the lobby. Yeah, that's right. Dude, this freaky. Sounds like that shit's in my house. Washed-out brown tile floor and surprisingly low ceiling at the far corner of the lobby is an elevator and a reception desk to the right of it. Around the lobby. To my left is a small lounge. I see a few gray couches and a large box television running commercials. At the far center main corner of the lobby is an elevator and a reception desk to the right of it. To the reception desk. I step up to a fancy marble top desk. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. On the desk are neatly organized papers and a tiny brass bell dinger. Behind the desk, I notice a boom mic sticking out of the wall, nearly hidden by a file cabinet. Look at the papers. I take a stack of papers and flip through it. Most of the pages are full of financing and legal jargon. Between the papers, I find a small green note. Have the staff found a way to deal with the outbreak in floor 8? I've gotten word there's been a small case at the Northwest Station. The sooner the better. Andrew. Look around the lobby. To my left is a small lounge. I see a few gray couches and a large box running commercials. Let's look at the television. There's an advertisement selling toothbrushes. Now I notice an utterly fake potted plant in the corner behind the television. Look at the potted plant. There's a camera hidden behind it. I noticed something on the ground by my feet. Pick up the object. It's a business card. P.M. Carnegie and Associates, 154 Colt Lane. What did the note say again? The sooner the better. Ring the bell. Nothing happens. Ding it again. Back behind the counter, a door opens and a lady walks quickly to the desk. She's wearing a gray suit that almost lets her blend in with the walls. Is there something you need? We do all kinds of great services here. Can I ask about a floor? Wait, yeah, what is this place? The Dark Place? Or this establishment? This building. This is a multi-purpose building, which is also an inn if you're here for a stay on floor 7. All our rooms are currently booked, though. Sorry. Can I ask about a floor? What floor would you like to know about? Floor 1. That's our own staff's office. Floor 2. I'm not allowed to give away private information about our clients. Then she quickly mouths something to me while shaking her head, but I can't quite read her lips. Floor 3. What floor 3? She says. Floor 4. That floor is a sleep clinic. I believe that floor belongs to a security organization. And floor 7 is our inn. It's booked right now. Floor 8 is currently under maintenance. Didn't you ask about that already? It's our own staff's offices. Here, let me ask about 8 again. I told you already. Okay. Alright. Above the tall gold-plated doors is an old-fashioned dial, currently pointing to floor 7. There's a red square button to the left of the doors. Follow the elevator. Press the button, but the elevator's dial slowly turns all the way to the left, and the doors slide open, revealing the carpeted interior and polished wood framing of the walls. Go in the elevator. I step inside the elevator. I turn around to face the doors. There's 12 buttons. To my right is a large mirror that spans the length of the wall. To my left, I see a tiny dark hole. Look at the hole. It looks like a tiny peephole, but I can't see anything when I look through it. It's pitch dark on the other side. Press a button. I look at the elevator buttons. 3 doesn't exist. Let's go to floor 1. Elevator door slides shut. The door slides open from the elevator. I can see a wall of cubicles. It's dark in the first floor. The only light shines in from the many windows. Look at the hole. It's a tiny peephole, but I still can't see anything. Okay. Let's go to 2. Elevator door slides shut. On the second floor, it looks like a bedroom. I see a bunk bed and a big spinning ceiling fan. Oh wait, I can go out of the elevator? Leave the elevator. Onto the blue carpet of the second floor. It seems like the entire second floor is just a small, colorful bedroom. There's a bunk bed in the right corner, and in the left corner is a pillow for it. I see a light switch on the right wall besides the bunk bed. Look at the bunk bed. It's a neatly made wooden bunk bed with several layers of blankets. I'm almost tall enough to see over the top bunk, but not quite. Look under the bed. There's a foot space underneath the bottom bed. I get low to see underneath. There's a lot of boxes. Move the boxes. Try to pull out the boxes, but they're heavy. So big that they're getting caught on the springs of the mattress. I can't get them out. Crawl under the bed. Space where I can crawl between the boxes. I can barely fit in there. Crawl in further. Something smells sickly sweet. The air is stale. Whoa. Crawl further. Everything tries to kill you, bro. Everything kills you. The bed ate me. All right. One more time. We go right back. I gotta know more. I gotta know more. I gotta know more. Stop this. All right. So I should basically be able to go west, get to the lake, and then go down. Oh. Ow. Alright, well, apparently there's a fucking thorn bush. North and west, I see a plane. What's the stream? Down from the north. Let's go south now. Oh, wait. Do I have to trigger the whole thing again? No, we're just gonna keep going. See a cottage in the east. Here we go. West. 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 To the west, I see a church. Womp. I don't know where I am now. North, south, here we go. Smoke rising up in the east. Being less alarmed by the presence than by my holster weapon. One hovers his hand over his hip in defensive posture. Hello. One of the three, a brawny old man, tilts his head and seems to go back to sleep. The other guy keeps an eye on me. He looks younger and skinnier. The lady stares absently at the fire. The lady. One of her eyes is blue, while the other is hazel. She doesn't seem to want to talk. Leave her alone. Look at the younger man. He stares back at me. My name is Brent. I talk to a group. Where am I? New here? Yes. We did hear a loud strike northeast of here not long ago. I wondered if we see you. You came out of the cloud. It's too far northwest now. Thing moves fast. Came out of the cloud? Yup. The cloud. What is this place? This is the dark place. No one knows what it is. Anything I should know? You must know about the 6 rules, right? Besides that. Don't go too far out into dusk. Stay out of the undergoing. I don't know. Undergoing. I knew a guy who went down there and never came out. He said there's a door with 48 locks, and he wanted to break in. So I waited outside while he climbed down. He never climbed back up. What made him do it? Plain old curiosity. If you want to be safe, stay out of there. Dusk? Oh, you'll know what dusk is if you see it. Just try not to go too far. Time gets funny out there. You get slower and slower the further you go. Just stay here with the rest of us. Okay. Looks at the fire and something lights up in his eyes. He almost smiles. There is one more thing you should know. Have you ever heard a piano in a strange place? And then the sound was gone before you could see it? Yes? You have? Already? And we heard your strike not more than an hour ago. Can you tell me what it's like? god, I'm gonna lie, dude, because honestly, I don't think I have heard it. I thought I did, but I guess not. It was far away. What does it mean? No one knows. But everyone who's heard it says there's nothing to laugh about. There's something grim about that piano. I just wish I could hear it for myself. Staring up into the trees. Hello? She looked guilty of something. I don't want to bother him no more. Campfire. I don't know where I am now. It's somewhere like in this area. Somewhere in this area. Let's go south. Don't go west, says the lady. Stay out of the mansion. What's in the mansion? I shouldn't have said that. Now he's going to the mansion. Nah, I'm not going to the mansion. Wait, northeast. Beginning of a boardwalk. Boardwalk leads south to the north. I see a telephone line. Wop. Or the south. Let's go west. Lake. Go north. I'm so fucking lost right now. I'm not keeping track of anything. I'm just trying to find that building again. Wait, what? Which looks like an old lady with her hair, her green hair drawn across her face. A grassy hill leads down west towards a lake. I am under a tall weeping willow which grips the hillside with its roots. Its long hanging leaves swinging in the wind like a fuzzy beaded curtain. There's a tall fence line to the east. Northwest and south. East. Red clearing. It's a clearing in the trees, and the center is a giant circle where the grass is colored bright red. But fuck? Like, there's nothing to do about it? It's just a thing? Okay. North and south. The dock on the north side. Okay, I'm back up here. Where the fuck is this building? Back at the campfire. Wooden fence blocks my... Dude. Memories can linger in a place. Right here, between these trees, I can't shake the feeling that something happened in the past. Like memories can't linger in this place. See a staircase to the north. There's a lone staircase in the forest leading up to nothing. It's made of stark cypress covered in moss. Get a lamppost. Lamppost here in the middle of the woods. west leads downhill. Alright, let's get back to the guy and go from there. South, west, west. I see a dock on the north side. Dock, north side, north side, north side, west, 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 west. Pin bucket on the dock. The west is a small wooden shed. Go south. Get the key. Come on. Very slowly. Doesn't come closer. Stare at it. What the fuck is up with that damn diving suit? It's just weird as fuck. Alright. To the west is a small wooden shed. Let's go to the shed. Knock. Open the door. The guy. What are you talking about? Go unlock it. Look at the machine. Watch him. What are you doing? What does the machine do? Why? Where will they take you? Take me to Dimloss. What is Dimloss? Dimloss Forest, the Lost Forest. The place where the trees align. Endless wandering. Endless wandering. Why would they take you there? Say they want to help me. They just want to make me useful. But I know I'll end up in Dimloss. I can help. They're pounding at the door. Hide in the back. Hold the door. Well, there's multiple people outside watching him. He turns back to the machine as if to return to work, but his hands are down by his sides. Door keeps rattling and finally slides down to the floor. It's hopeless. Endless wandering. Endless wandering. I'll find you. Look. Side of the machine, bright embers. Looks off the lake and somewhere soars above it. I hear it call like a hawk. Between the trees on the south side, leaving behind a path of fire which remains. Elsewhere. Go south. Go east. That was the fucking dude. Wait, yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. See a dock to the east. There's nothing standing on the dock. It left. It fucking left. That's what it was, bro. Go back on the dock. Yeah, it's gone. Weird. I have the dock drawn wrong. Need to erase this. It's actually at the top. It's actually coming down like this. It goes south. To the south of this murky lake. I see a dock on the side of the little west. Go east again. Go east. Go south. Go south. of dirt here. Okay. Leading to the southeast. All right, here we go. South, east, south, 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 southeast, east. South. Oh, fuck, east. Wait. Leading to the east. South. Yep. Leading west. Now we go west. Tall building. Here we go. We're fucking here. Inside. Alright, we go to the elevator. Actually, no, let's go to the receptionist desk. Ding the bell. Talk to the lady again. Came through cloud. There hasn't been many strikes as of late. I'd assume you were the last one I heard. Just be. Enjoy yourself. Not allowed to give away private information about our clients. Can't quite reach her lips. Call the elevator. Go inside the elevator. Press a button. Or one. Alright. See a wall of cubicles. Leave the elevator. It's half full of office cubicles. Go left. I go left down the hall in the cubicles. The computer screens have been smashed in. There's glass all over the floor. At this end of the hall is a steel door. There's also a note taped to one of the computers. Scrap of notebook papers taped to the side of the computer. It looks like a conversation between two people was passed back and forth. Can you get these lights back on? I was the one who cleaned up. Of course, that's why you did that. I'll go to floor 6, but you have to tell me what you saw in the old mansion. There's nothing under the dining table. I told you already. I saw nothing. There's your answer. If you won't tell me, I won't go up to fix the power. Does it scare you that much? Well, I'm going back to the old mansion to see it myself. Don't touch anything on the dining table without gloves. Not even plates or spoons or keys. They sense your fingertips. Your fingerprints. Now, what on earth are you saying? Doesn't seem to be a response. At the end of the hall, there's a steel door. There's also a note taped to one of the computers. Go to the door. I approach the steel door. Listen. Open the door. It's locked, but there's no keyhole. In the elevator. Go right. Go right down the hall. At the very end, there's one computer that looks like it hasn't been destroyed. Turn on the computer. Reach down the back of the computer tower and switch it on, but it doesn't come to life. Okay. Press a button. Let's go for it two again. You're gonna die. Lights open. It's like a bedroom. Leave it. The bunk bed in the right corner. Go to the light switch. Ceiling fan whirs over the center of the room. Flick it. The light goes out of the ceiling fan, stops spinning. It's dark. The only light comes from the elevator. Listen. They're chewing under the bunk bed. That would have been good to know. It's probably my dead body from the last time. Turn the lights on. The light blinks, the ceiling fan slowly starts spinning again. Look around. The bunk bed. Climb up to the top bunk. Same as the bottom bunk. Look under the bottom bunk. There are a lot of boxes. Move the boxes. Can't get them out. Get up. Pillow fort. Small pillow fort built on the corner of the room. They have a few couch cushions and a blanket. The entrance is covered with pillows. I can't see inside. Hello? There's no answer. Move the pillows. Inside the pillow fort, there's just a bucket full of red paint with no lid. Pick up the bucket. Try to take the bucket, but I can't find it. I find it's been fastened to the floor somehow. No matter how hard I pull, the bucket remains in place. Pull harder. It won't budge. Reach into the bucket. Get around to the bottom and find an object. I pull it out. It's a big brass key. Go back to the elevator. Press a button. Pull 3. Revealing a cement wall. Look at the hole. Yep. There really is no floor 3. But there's a button for it. This is weird. The long hallway with white tile flooring and dizzyingly bright paneled ceiling lights. Use the elevator. Sterile and metallic smell in the air. Up ahead, I see a stretcher between 2 doors. Oh, clinic entrance. A loud air conditioning unit on the ceiling blows down cold air on me. There's a stretcher with an empty IV bag. The 2 doors on the left and right side of the hallway. Go to the left door. Small text on the door that reads janitor. Listen. Open the door. See a mob in various colored plastic boxes filled with cleaning chemicals and tissues. The door is a window, but blinds are closed over it. Small text on the door reads Operation Room. What? What was that? I think we're gonna skip that for right now. Go further down the hall. It's a murmuring noise. The stretcher in the hall begins to shake. Look at the stretcher. There's someone lying there. His body's sunken into the stretcher and his face is bony and pale. He's just a boy, but he looks aged and atrophied. He seems like he can barely move, as if he's some kind of paralysis. What happened to you? The boy just breathes quickly. Further down the hall. It always splits off to the left and right. To the right, I see a window and a potted plant. To the left is a door and a large garbage can. Very end of the hallway to the east is a big window and a fake potted plant. Look out the window. Far away to the southeast is a big red and yellow circus tent peeking over the trees. Far to the northeast, I see a burning forest spilling out a wall of black smoke that rises up and mixes with the clouds. Well, see, I don't know what this building is. Like, I drew it, but like, I feel like this ain't right. Okay. To the right, I see a window and a potted plant. To the left is a door and a large garbage can. The door and a big garbage metal can in the corner. Look in the garbage can. I step up to the garbage can, look inside. It's full of empty syringes, dirty gloves, plastic bags overfilling with unknown liquids, and various colored circular metal medicine tablets. Take a tablet. I die here, obviously. I die here. I would not do this. I shouldn't do this. Go to the door. I go to the door. There's a window inside. Appears to be a ward with curtained hospital beds. The lights are off. Listen. It's quiet in there. Life support. Step inside. Ward. All across the left wall are 3 white curtains. Behind them, I hear the beeps of heart monitors. At the far end of the room, I see a clipboard on the counter. To my left is a light switch. Go further in. Walk by the first curtain. Further in. Walk by the second curtain. Go further in. See a clipboard on the counter. Read the clipboard. Let's scroll down as if in a hurry. The paper is wrinkled to the edges. Patient A, don't forget double dose daily. Problematic. 1 to 2 days max. Patient B, perfect specimen, full of dreams. Feed? Wait. Patient C, trespasser. To floor 3. Stand by third curtain. Pull the curtain. An empty bed. I see a lamp on the ground beside a small coffee table to the right. On the curtain is a picture of a tall red door. Turn on the lamp. Look at the bed. There's a depression in the mattress where a patient would lie. Turn off the lamp. Leave the bed. Go back. Pull the curtain. It's a gaunt woman sleeping in the bed, sunken deep into the mattress. I see a lamp on the side beside her. To the right. On the side curtain is a picture of a flowery green field. Turn on the lamp. Look at the woman. Her eyes open and look towards me. Then her eyes slowly look to the curtain. Hello? What of you? She says. What? Lily, she murmurs. Let's run down to the creek and look for bugs. Turn off the lamp. Say nothing. Oh, Lily, that dress looks splendid. Lamp blinks off on its own. Her eyes are closed. Huh. The ball band sleeping in the bed attached to an IV and other machinery. I see a lamp on the side beside him. To the right, on the side curtain is a picture of an open window and a beautiful mountainous landscape. Push on the lamp. Uh-oh. That's wide open, bulging out of his head, staring up at the ceiling. Hello? He rips out his wires from his arms and sits up in the bed, thrashing about. I hear running in the hallway outside the door. Hide under the bed and run. There's someone tall standing there, dressed in a blue scrub and wearing a black face mask that covers his whole face. Run back into the ward. Dabbing my neck with an empty syringe. Oh shit. I was the third bid. Alright. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to explore more of this building in the next one. But this is an interesting game. I gotta say, the sound design is so good. What the? Okay. I hope you all enjoyed that one. That was a little longer one. Definitely a lot to explore in this, and I feel like I'm not jotting down, like I'm terrible at making a map. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one, I guess.